First game, Florida, NHL, big dogs.
Yep.
You're down there. I mean, you're up there, sorry. You're playing. Is there a story behind it? Tell me who you played, what rink you were in.
Yep. I can tell you. So I was having we were in Portland. So in the American League with Florida, we played in San Antonio. We moved to Portland, then we moved to Springfield. So we had a couple different teams while I was there. And we were in Portland, and I was having a good start to the year. I actually really enjoyed my time there. It's a pretty cool city, Portland, Maine. But I ended up getting called up. It was just before Halloween. And obviously I was, it was like your heart just drops when you're getting the call from the coach. And it was a moment I'll never forget. I could tell you I was driving home from practice, and he told me to turn around and go get my gear. And I was going to Florida. So anyway, I called my parents and my wife. But so first thing they did was obviously hop on a plane. And I kind of told them, I was like, I don't know if I'm playing. Obviously, you never know, right? But I said, I'm getting called up. We're playing Boston this was on a Wednesday, I do believe. I think I practiced Thursday. We're playing Boston on Friday night, Washington on Saturday. Not sure if I'm playing, but
in Boston,
in Florida.
Oh, in
so
Florida,
I was at home. So my parents came down. My wife came down. A couple of my friends came down from here, and I got to play. My first game was against Boston, and
was Marshy playing?
Yeah. So that's kind of my story. Is that I'm pretty good friends with Marshy. Like we just live down the street from each other.
Oh, do you?
But like we do all our summer skates together. So my first game, I'm lined up against him. Whatever. Like I was playing fourth line. I was lined up against him. He's just like, "Hey, Shazzy, congrats," kind of thing. I was all right, thanks. Like, appreciate it. Kind of ignoring, not ignoring him, but like I'm really trying to, pay attention to what's going on. Anyway, he's, the way he is, right? He's like one of a kind. He's like the best human being, but just the way he plays. Anyway, he's just, picking on me like the whole game, picking on me, like go to the front of the net, gives me a little push, whatever. And I'm like, all right, I got to get out of here. And we're on a face-off, and his stick rides up my stick. So I'm a righty. His stick comes up my stick and fractures my pinky. So my pinky right here is all like fractured. I can't feel my finger anymore. Obviously, I finished the game, whatever. After the game, I go in for an X-ray, and it's like shattered inside. So, next day comes, and the doctor, you have to get cleared in order to play, and he's like, "Think you'll be able to play tonight?" And I was just like, "Yeah, like I'll be fine," type thing. Couldn't hold my stick. Like I was trying to hold my stick out, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll be able to play." He's like, "Sure." So he signed off. I was good to play, and I go for warm up. Can't hold my stick really, but I'm cleared to play. And then don't play. They scratch me, and then they send me down the next day. So I was like, kind of like, yeah. So I get sent down. Played one game, got sent down. 2 or 3 weeks later, I got called up for the rest of the year. But it was that was my first game experience, broken finger. But it was still, honestly, to be able to go through that with my family and friends that were down there it was awesome. Like my friends now have been around, people that I play with and everything, and it's pretty cool to be a part of that with them. But that was the first experience that they had, being able to watch me play, obviously in the NHL. But it was Saturday night, would have been the Halloween after the Washington game, and they got to go out to the bars in Fort Lauderdale. And like the Ovechkin and those guys were there, so it was cool for them to kind of experience that too. It was that's just my first NHL game. It was pretty awesome. Nonetheless, it was something I'll never ever forget.
Marshy, making stories.
Yeah,
that's so funny. It's funny he's your neighbor now too. That's hilarious. I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah, and then it didn't take me long. I think it was my when I came back up, I think it was like my 7th or 8th game. I got my first goal, which was
awesome.
Definitely something I'll never forget. That's
awesome.
Yeah, I looked off Derek McKenzie in a 2-on-1.
You looked him.
And if I had missed that net, I think I would have heard about it. But it was, that's something I'll never forget either.